No, it'll be fine. It'll look great, don't worry. And look, I mean, like, it won't hurt me, it'll hurt you. It'll be fine. Grant, okay, Grant, you'll be fine. Look, the big reveal's at the end. Yeah, here we go. Now, healing. They'll be here in a minute. Hey, how's it going? Oh, one sec. Oh yeah, actually, I'll finish this. Just getting ready, cleaning, getting ready for Christmas. Important part of the day, vacuuming. Although, I do think that the only reason that they asked Skelly and me back in here, or actually in here in the first place, was to help with the cleaning. Well, many hands make light work. Well, though, sometimes we make a mess, but that's fine. But look, it's been all about getting ready. And today, this stuff, and vacuums in particular, gave me an idea. I'm going to talk to you about vacuums and the pressure difference and the power of them. And not just when you switch them on, but what you can do with it. So I'm going to start off with the example and using where I had my slippers and my jumpers and my Christmas socks and my Christmas baubles and everything else in one. So if I put this slipper into my bag and I seal it along the top. So I'm creating a seal, so like the same as a Ziploc bag. No, I didn't create a seal that time. I'll go the other way. So it is now, no air can get in or out at the top. But with a vacuum bag, there is a little valve. And this little valve means that you can suck air out, but no air can get back in. This is exactly what I'm going to do with my vacuum here right now. So vacuum there. And I'm going to bring it up here so you can see. There's my vacuum. I'm going to switch it on. And you'll see that the air, now vacuums work by a motor spinning, making air going in one direction and causing a pressure difference, which means that the air gets sucked out. Now, see, you've got the air getting sucked out. This is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And this is shaking and shaking and shake. And I'm going to stop. And there. And the air has still been sucked out because it vacuum created that pressure difference inside. And now we have the same pressure on the outside, but less pressure on the inside pushing out. So it's sucked in and got smaller. Vacuums work in the same kind of way that a drinking straw works. So you know if you put a straw in a milkshake or a cup and you suck up the air and then there's a pressure difference in between. So then the liquid has to fill that space so that flies up. So as long as you keep sucking, you keep getting drink into your mouth. It's the same kind of principle. So this will stay like this unless you release it. Now if I open this up at one stage, you can hear it. And it slowly will reinflate or will get air back inside it. And until I do it quickly, all of the air rushes back inside and you've got that effect. Now, this is the powerful effect that I was talking about. And I know that doesn't seem quite dramatic, but if you do this on a bigger scale, or if you do it in a different kind of way, you can get things to move really, really fast. And I think this is possibly a way that Santa might launch his sled with all of the reindeer out up to deliver presents to us. And I know that might sound a little ridiculous how a vacuum bag can do that, but this is technology that's happened before. You might have heard of the Hyperloop, but like that train that goes through a tube, a vacuum tube. Or there was actually one in Ireland back in 100 years ago called the atmospheric train that ran in Dalkey. And what they did is they had a tube and they sucked the air out of it with a vacuum and then they released one end and then all of the air rushed through it and the train was attached to it and it flew along without having to push air out of the way. Because air has mass, like the way if you swim through something, or if I have my bauble really steady, and I move my hand, see the way the bauble moves? Now, not because I'm moving as well, potentially, but I'm pushing air out of the way, and it's then pushing the bauble. The same way you hear a propeller or anything else like that. So you can move things with air. And with a vacuum, you can get things to move pretty quick. And Skelly, what we were talking to over there, you ready down there? Good, because I have another vacuum if you look underneath the table. I have this bigger vacuum over here. So this vacuum, and I've connected my Christmas vacuum tube to it. And my Christmas vacuum tube is a tube that I put tinsel onto. That's how you make anything Christmassy. You add tinsel for more fabulousness. So now I have my tube, and I'm going to put that there. It is connected to the Hoover and it's going to suck air out of this part, and I am going to put a bottle in one end and then I'm going to block off each of the other ends. So then, because I have this end blocked up and that end blocked up, the tube is just going to suck all of the air out, lower the pressure inside, create a vacuum, and then when I release one end, all of the air is going to shoot off down the opposite way and fire out, and hopefully Skelly's going to catch it. Hopefully. He has a safety shirt on. So, yes, I'm gonna switch this on. So now I am loading the bottle in this end. I am blocking off this end with a black thing here, like that, a black paddle. And this is just a normal piece of card. And if I put this at this end, creating a pressure difference, release it, and, whoa, so close. But you see how fast it came out? Okay, we're gonna try that again. I'm gonna put in projectile at one end, seal off this end here, other piece of card, so the pressure is lowering inside, and, oh, nearly took his head off. One more, I'm gonna go one more just in case. Last one, come on, Skelly. I mean, come on, me. Aiming. Oh, nearly, well, look, fantastic. Look, I was kind of sent in here to clean up, and I've kind of made a bit of more of a mess. I might just clean up a little bit more, but have a good Christmas, and yeah, you do your cleaning too, and use a vacuum. Maybe not to fire things out, but yeah, happy Christmas, and I'll get back to cleaning. See ya.